Hi everyone, this is Edwina with Elegant Creations, and I'm here to do a design team project share for Decorate Your Life. And I do have a QR code, and you can scan that and get a 15% discount on your even sale items. And she does have a website and an Etsy shop, and she has some beautiful collections of paper. So this one that I'm doing today is the Tasty Treats, and she gave us a packet which is 20 sheets, 10 designs, and then it comes with 2 of each. And she has some of these papers in here, and then the decorative paper, and also some watercolor paper, and then this one with the design on there. And so I did use almost every sheet of paper that I had. I did make a couple of copies because I didn't want to cut it in case I messed it up. So I made a copies, and then I used those too. So I want to show you what I've done, and I've made a couple of things. So what I made is a refrigerator magnet. I made these years ago. I taught a class, and I thought I'm going to bring back a lot of stuff that I used to do because these were fun. And I did make some for my craft shows, and I sold them all. So I think I used some for $4. But I decided to put this the strawberry paper. So I did use this is the front sheet, and it does come with some smaller pieces, and so I did cut that out of that. And what it did was I had the measurements up here in the black, so I kind of got a pen and marked it off, and then I put a decorative piece here just to cover it up because it just kind of went right where the top was, so it worked out. So I didn't have enough paper, the room, but you can't tell. And then I think I did a red marker. And so then I used this little piece also from one of these, and it was perfect for this front. I will be doing tutorials probably next week. I want to do tutorials on a couple of things that I've made. And so I just cut out some paper. I have a bunch of these sheets. They're just copy paper. I used to do envelopes and things like that, and so I had a lot of little pieces left over. So I saved them, and I cut them for this type of projects. So this is a magnet. When we had a special elections, the community center, I live in a small town, and they were going to throw them away. So I had gotten them for my die cuts, and they just have all the information here. I ran out of them, so I need to get more, but I gave to a lot of my friends, and so they used them, and so I'm hoping that they'll get some more, and I can get some. And so they had them at the community centers and the libraries, so I went to everyone and got a little bit from everybody, but I did get quite a bit. So I did this one, and then I also did, the magnet, everything, all my die cuts are sticking to it. I did this one, and if you don't want to use it with the magnet, you can just use a hanger and then hang it on a little hook. Okay, so I had a lot of these die cuts in my stash, so I just decorated it and then wrapped little paper around it. So I used the one with the hearts. I like this paper with the hearts. So, and then you can just hang it up and for little notes. So the magnet's there. And then I made this one. I haven't finished it. I was going to do a tutorial, and then I messed up the video. So I have to finish the ribbon up here and then add a little something to the back. So this one I put just a note, and then I get a pen. I haven't put the magnet on. So really you just need a cardstock and then the magnet. So it makes it pretty sturdy. And then I make my own little box, and I'll put the measurements in my description box for these, because these two are different. This one's a little longer, and this one is a little shorter one. And so this is one that I had made in my class, and this is one of my samples, and so I put the little utensils on there. But just a note. So that's that one. And then I made, I was looking on Pinterest and stuff, and they just trying to get ideas. And they had some recipe card holders. And so when you're doing cooking and you want to put your recipe, and I decided to do an easel. This one they didn't have on Pinterest. It's just that I wanted to do something that stands up on your counter. And so let me see if I find my, you can put your recipe card like that. And then that way, while you're cooking, baking, or whatever you're doing, you can look at your recipe. So I thought that was a cute idea. And then you can fold it up and then put it somewhere where it's safe in an envelope, or put it in your recipe book. And that way you have it anytime you're doing recipes. And this is pretty easy to make too, and I can do a tutorial on that one. Then the first one I had made was this one. And so I had a die with the smaller apron, and then I used the papers from here to cut out the die. And I have all these little accessories to put on it. And then I just put a clothespin. So you would, again, hang it, like, let's say, on your cabinet door pulls. Or I have put it on my oil bottle just to test it out to see, because it was taller. I just have this water bottle, but it's not tall enough. But to stand up, and then you can find something tall. And then here's your recipe card, and then you can read it. So the purpose of it was to hang it on the door pull in your kitchen. So I thought that came out really cute. I'll make a bunch more. And then I just used some small little clothespins. I did that. And that's all I did on that. So I made 2 recipe books. I hope you can see it. I did a video before and I cut it off. So I made my own pattern. And I measured the top, and then I did, this is for the bigger one I'm doing. I haven't finished it yet. And so I did a circle and cut that out. And so this one had cardboard. And then I put the 2 sheets of the raspberry paper. And then I put the sides. I made like a little book. So the doily is what I had in my stash. So this is the paper collection. And then I did some fussy cuts with the little mouse. She's so cute. I cut out her tail. I thought it was going to be in a flat surface, so I was going to draw one in, but I didn't. And then the little bow. Then I just put all my utensils that I have. And then I put a ribbon. It needed some color, so I put the ribbon. I needed to hold the recipe book, so I put a bow on the side too. I do have some cookie cutters that are real small, so I was thinking of doing some type of little dangle, but I haven't done that yet. But this box is going to be a giveaway to all my subscribers, and so you do have to be an active subscriber, and you can leave me a comment and tell me that you want to join my giveaway, because I'm not going to do it automatically. So please put down that you would like to be put into my giveaway. And I struggled with this box because I had already gotten the mail out box that I wanted to use, and I had to fit it in there. And I had all these ideas of what I wanted to do, and it just didn't pan out the way I wanted. So I finally got this one right. And so I did a closure here. And so I didn't put recipe in the front, but I'm still debating. So I had to do a little booklet in here, and I did a little box. And I have been going crazy looking for my green paper that Sandy had given us with the collection. And I didn't realize, I kept thinking, I didn't use it. Well, I hadn't opened the box, and I did use it. I used it, and I reinforced it, so I used both sheets. And I'm going crazy this morning looking for it, because I was going to use it, and I had already used it. so I just did a rolling pin and then put recipes typed in, on the computer, and then I put the ribbon. So I wanted it to come up to here. I didn't want it to go past that. And so I made these little pockets. So I made 6. The lemon drops, I think, has 8 or 9. I'm not sure. But because I wanted to mail it, I had only a specific, and the paper too. I only had a little bit of it. So I did the little pocket, and I folded it over, and then made a little pocket here, and then put the paper. And so I did do the cards facing this way. Because then I would have to cut it because I didn't make it wide enough because of the limited space. The bigger box, it would cost a little bit more to mail, so I thought I'm just trying to keep it reasonable. So I made the box that size. So then I just put whatever. I think I took these out of sync, but that's okay. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so I did the green pattern. This one is one of my copies. It came out a little bit lighter. I ran out of ink, but because I wanted to practice with it before I wanted to cut it out before I did the actual paper, but I decided to use it. So there's that one, and then I put all of them in the back. And I was going to put the little fussy cuts, but then it was a little too much. So I'm not sure if I'm going to, I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I keep changing it back and forth. So I think I'm just going to leave it. And then so that's that one. So then this is the cute one I like. The hearts. That's in the front. Okay. That. And so I typed these up on the computer. And this is the same one as the other one. So I put drinks because it was shake. And I did the bread. And I thought this was a little cute, like a little bread basket, so that's why I did the bread on this one. On some of them I kind of thought of what I want to do, but this one's the pasta. So I just did a few of those. And so this one is a giveaway. And then I probably will include one of these. I don't know. I have to look at the box and see if this will fit. If it doesn't, if it fits in there. Okay. So the winner can pick which one she wants. Okay. And I might just do another one or take this off. And that way it fits. So trying to fit that. So I did put the green paper in the back. Hope you can see it. So this one's pretty sturdy. I put cardboard in between, and then I put 2 layers of the raspberry paper, and then this one on top. Okay, so that way I can make it pretty sturdy. And then I put the bow, and then I put the pattern paper, little pieces that I had left over, so to cover that. Then I want to show you the one I made for my niece. I'm making for my niece. She just got an apartment, and her first apartment by herself, so she has everything in pink. And I ran out of the raspberry paper, so I decided to do pink. And so I have all these little pieces. So I originally wanted to do all the aprons like this. But because of the limited paper that I had, I just couldn't do it. But anyways, I did my pink. And so this is going to be the front. And then I'm going to put, this is more of a red color. So put that in the front, and then I'm going to put the green. Oops. I'm going to put my doily here. I had a doily die, and it was perfect for that. So I'm going to put the green. Then this is in the collection, the watercolor paper. So I'll do it like that. And then I'm going to go type up recipes and put that there. And then do some little cutouts. I'm not sure. I'm going to use these because it matches with what's on the paper. And she liked this one for the front. So I told her what I was giving her. I wanted to give her a housewarming gift. Since her dad had given her all her pink plates, everything. And so I wanted to give her a gift card or something for her to buy stuff. But she said she had everything. So I thought, this will be cute for her counters. And she loves to cook. So I did that and something like that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so then I'm going to do ring binders or ribbon. I haven't decided. I can't find my ring binders, so if I don't find any at the store, then I'll just do ribbon. So where she can put it on her counter. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to put a little strip here so she could put extra recipe cards. And I can't find my recipe cards. I bought a brand new pack and I can't find them. But they're there somewhere. My room is such a mess. So I'm going to do this. This is from the collection. So I put that in the front. And then I used a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Cut this out. And then I folded it over and made a little pocket. And this one is in the front. These ones were in the back. So I want to put that dish or main dish, and she wants one that says family recipes. She has a lot of recipes from her grandmother who passed away, so she wants to put them in there. So I'm gonna do some more fussy cuts out of all the scrap pieces I have, and I'm gonna put that like that, and then probably do some stitching or something just to give it a little bit more color. So I'm gonna do that, and then just left it plain in the back, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not trying to put too much into it, and so same thing with this. And so I'm going to go type up main dish and pasta she wanted, appetizers and family recipes and something else. So I think I have 6. So then there's this one, same thing in the back. And that one, this one's the same as that one, I think. And then the one like in the front. So I did the stitching, then I'm going to do that. Then probably on some of them I will put my utensils here and there. So then I did the blue one with the shake, and I thought this came out cute, so I can do that with all of them. It's all going to be basically the same. Then I did the green. And I had used up my paper for the other recipe cards, so I just did white cardstock, and then I had some ink that matched and just kind of went around it and to give it that marble look, that watercolor look like these. And then this is the back. And I haven't put any of my, I don't have any more pictures left over, so I think I have the blue one. And that's it, so I might put that one. So yeah, that's the one for her. And I said do the top and put something in the middle. So this will be hers. And then I'm going to put, this was too tall, so I added a piece that I had left over, so I added it there. So I want to put some type of trim. So I think I'm going to call her up and she can come and finish it and help me decide what she wants. So she loves to craft, so I might do that. I had made a recipe book years ago. I was going to try and attempt to make some for my craft shows, but it was too much work. I said, forget that. And it was in my niece's color. She had just bought a house. So I gave it to her, but I hadn't finished it. And so she came over and die cut all her stuff. And so she finished it, and so she was very proud of it. So I'm glad that she was able to use it, because it was a lot of little things here and there, and this is about 4 years ago, but I did these ones, so I really like them. So I'm going to put either a little trim just to cover this up. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I might do one in the bottom. Might be too much, but we'll have to see what she wants. I have all kinds of laces, and so I kind of wanted her to decide what she likes, and she can help me put it together, which would be good. So I'm going to put binders, little rings, not binders, and so I did make it like a book. So that's it for this. I will be doing some tutorials. If there's anything specific you want to see me make, so I wanted to make one of these, and the magnets. And then I want to do some from my other projects, like the snow globe, and I'm not sure what other things I want to do. So I'm going to kind of do a video with just tutorials, or maybe a couple of them, and that way I can show how I did some of these projects. So thank you all so much for watching, and please visit Sandy's website for Decorate Your Life, and she has a lot of beautiful papers, plus she has this new one. And then we have the summer wing. Is really cute. I have no idea what I'm going to make, but I've got to get started on that. So in a couple of weeks, I'll be working on that one. And so this one is a giveaway. So make sure that you leave me a comment saying that you would like to be entered into the giveaway. And thank you all so much for watching. And don't forget to look at the other design team members. They have some beautiful, beautiful projects. And I also did a recipe book, and it came out so cute. And the other ladies, Dahlia, I think, Rhonda just downloaded an album, I think it was, with this collection. And there's been some other ones with this collection. So please go and look at their websites or their YouTube channels, and get a lot of great ideas. And in my description box, I'll have everybody's links below. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.